Hi, Cheyenne. Thank you for sending this picture, and it looks like you did an awful lot of work on this, and let's go through it. Oh, by the way, I hope you're having a great holiday. Okay, so as we look at this, at first glance, this is really, really well done, but let's take the exposure down a little bit on this. And the reason why we're taking the exposure down is because we want to take a look at the highlights. As we bring it down, we kind of notice that the brightest parts of the room is outside, which it should be, but the other brightest part in the room are those white chairs, and those white chairs are much brighter than the outside, and also the direction of how the lights, how the chairs were lit. You can tell that it's been lit from a flash off to the side. One of the things about, that could happen, but really it should feel like it's being lit from the window, direction-wise. But also, when these chairs are so bright, what happens is it's causing a barrier for me to get to the table. And what I mean by that is, let's take a look at where the lights are supposed to be coming from. They're supposed to be coming from the window, and they're supposed to be coming from the lights above the table. So one of the things about the lights above the table, and they are on, they should be lighting the top of the table. And what we're going to do is we're going to do a mask. We're going to do a range, and we're going to do luminance. We're going to select the chairs, and we're going to bring the chairs down so they're not as bright. And again, this is taking the whole luminance range of the whole scene. So what we're going to take is we're going to do an intersect mask with brush. And we're simply going to take this brush and brush in just a little darkness into these chairs. Yeah, just so we take a little bit of the highlights off of there. And then the last thing that we need to do is we need to kind of bring up the table. So we're just going to take a little brush and make a mask on the table, just loosely. We can do this, with much more accuracy, but this is just for critique things. And we're going to pump up the table so we can see the table a little more. And since those are kind of orange lights, we're going to give a little bit of color back to the table. And while we're here, we really can't subtract some of this here to make it a little more natural. And so we are from here to here, and it's just really just taking and bringing the highlights into where you want our attention to go. So this is the back of the chair, and this brings us on top of the table, and the line that goes from the table to the kitchen kind of completes itself. So there's not that dead area on the table. So we're going to the chairs and outside, and we are going to the top of the table to the kitchen. Beyond that, this is a lovely picture. You did a really good job, and have a good holiday.